Alright guys, welcome back to another social video. So today we are going to be continuing this taking a taxi chapter. So first, let's review our vocabulary. So number one is taximeter, and that is a device that in a taxi that figures out the fare. So it's going to calculate how much you have to pay the taxi driver. Number two is fare, and that's money paid by a passenger to use public transportation. So that's the money that you're going to pay the taxi driver. Number three is hail, and hail means to call out or signal in order to stop. So you're going to hail a taxi to get it to stop so you can get in. Number four is address, and that's the name and number of a place where something's located. So you're going to give the address to the taxi driver so they know where to go. Okay, number five is destination, and that's the place a person travels to. So when you get in a taxi, you have a destination, you're going somewhere. And then number six is a taxi stand sign, and that's a sign that shows where taxis wait for passengers. So just like there was a sign for the bus stop, there's a sign for taxis that they all wait for people to get in the car. Okay, so let's start with some facts. So a taxi is a special car or van that takes you places for money. Taxis have a sign on top and are painted in bright colors. The driver uses a taximeter to figure out the fare. So what does the driver use to figure out how much money you have to pay them? That's correct. They use a taximeter to figure out the fare. Okay. Order a taxi by phone or look for a taxi stand. So how can you order a taxi? That's correct. You can order one by phone or look for a taxi stand. And then in some cities, you can hail a taxi. Remember, that's calling for a taxi, waving your hand saying, hey, I need you to stop, okay? And then you'll need to know the address of your destination, so where you're going. Here's some tips. So you want to write down your addresses and make sure you have enough money for the ride. Enter the taxi away from the traffic. Tell or show the driver where you're going. Always buckle your seatbelt. Pay the driver when the ride is over. You might want to give the driver a tip if they were extra good. Remember to take all your belongings. Look for traffic before you exit, and then make sure you close your door carefully so then the taxi driver is able to drive away and get their next passenger. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video, and I'll see you back tomorrow to continue the chapter.